Yo, what's up everyone, it's Carson35 here. Welcome back to another episode here in Minecraft PokeFind Podcasts. So we got a few things to cover today. First of all, we're going to go ahead and continue talking about this is the beginning of the off and on PokeFind podcast. So this will be the last PokeFind podcast that will be done in a double row unless I have a lot of information to talk about. As I talked about in the previous podcast, if you did miss it, make sure you go check that out. A lot of important information is over there. But we will be going every other week with PokeFind Podcasts. I went more into that on the last podcast. So like I said before, go check that out. Another thing that we're going to be covering is why we ended Minecraft Achievement Hunt earlier than we all expected, and then even I expected, and before we had technically all of the achievements, because that was the point of the series. So it came to the point where I was a little bit dragged on with Minecraft Achievement Hunt, and with the fact that I just really kind of wanted to play a modded series for that. And with that going on and going forward, I have a lot of achievements that I did try to do that flat out wouldn't work, or like I had the episode with the gas to go to the overworld achievement. That was just horrible. I spent hours and hours trying to do that. Couldn't get it done. I tried every book online and it was just horrible, and I really didn't want to deal with it. So I also had the achievement with the arrows. You remember when I did the archery achievement long ago? I think it was before episode 25. We definitely hit the bullseye at least 2 times, and I even had some comments that agree with me that it wasn't giving us the achievement, and we were definitely far enough away. And I'm pretty sure I also traveled to the nether far enough to get the 7k kilometer achievement, and it didn't give it to me either. So that was kind of upsetting, and those are some reasons. And the fact that I also thought it'd be a really cool idea if we decided to continue the series in 1.18, with 1.18 being coming out at some point. We'd be really excited to have this to continue the series, because they, as stated in the Minecraft Live, when we watched the Minecraft Live reaction live stream, we were told that the fact that they were gonna make it so you could use your previous world, so you could update everything in new chunks and regions. It would be the main expansion in different environments but you haven't already loaded. Now I think that would be really cool to continue into 1.18, allowing us to find the warden once again, another boss and whatnot, and everything else that we can do, and seeing if they add any new achievements or whatnot, because that could add to the list and add some diversity. Because the final reason I have is a lot of those achievements were complete luck. So I think if it's just more time spent on this series, I think it's gonna happen over time, and I think that's a good way that we can continue. Anyways, I would love and appreciate your guys' thoughts and comments about it below. But being a little dragged on the series, and we were nearly 40 episodes into it, right? I think it was a good time to call it a break for now. You know, just take a break, take a step back from it, and let's go into something fresh and new. So on top of that, what will our new series be? So first of all, it's definitely going to be a modded series. Now I've asked a few people of my viewers in my live streams and whatnot, and I've already actually recorded the very first episode, and I'm not gonna spoil it just yet because it does come out tomorrow. But Chris, if you know what it is, you should know, because we talked about it directly in the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond live stream. It's not going to be exactly what we want to do though, and the reason for that is, without being able to say too much onto it, is the fact that when running multiple programs in this specific data pack or mod pack, it didn't conflict well. Now I had already had troubles with this mod pack before. I wasn't able to get it to ever run on my computer, which made sense. My computer is a bit of an old school one at this point. I've had it for a while, but the basic fact is that once I finally got it to run, it was still somewhat laggy, but it was basically impossible to actually play and record once I had launched and started OBS. So it became an issue where I couldn't record that series, and you guys will know what I mean when you see the first episode up tomorrow, because it's going to be, here's a hint, 3.0 and not 4.0. And if you don't know what that means, well, you might be a little bit behind on the times for Minecraft modded series, but it's definitely a good old fun classic and lots to do into it. So I'm super excited to do it with that series. And anyways, let's go ahead and let's read what you guys have for comments today. Now, I did split comments up from this episode and last episodes, because I could have read a lot of these comments the last PokeFind podcast I recorded, but I wanted to go ahead and save them just in case I needed to do another PokeFind early. And when I decided to end Minecraft Achievement Hunt early, I thought it would be a good time to read these comments and allow me to explain to you guys what I was going on with my content, because I also just want to kind of a refresh on the channel. You know, I want to have have something fun, especially with me improving on my quality of thumbnails and everything else going forward. I think Crazy Craft would be a great way to expand on those facts and continue working on it with so many different environments and things I can do with thumbnails. With that mod, it'd be really cool to see what I could come up with and expand my skills just overall. So let's go ahead and get into the comments that we had. We had third gym in forward, our Pokemon Billion Diamond episode 3 live. It was our boy Chris Crazy Monkey. Thank you for the comment, my dude. He said, sorry I couldn't make it. I was playing Halo with a friend. That's alright, dude. We were already talking about this in the next stream because that stream actually crashed. So that was episode 3 of the live Pokemon Brilliant series. It actually crashed, I think about an hour to an hour and a half into it, so I had to restart the stream with episode 3.5, and you were able to make it that one, so no worries about it. And never stress too much about not making it to the streams, guys. I always make the streams videos afterwards, so you guys can always watch them afterwards, so feel free to do that. Miniflavor, you commented, big improvements from the 100 days in Pokemon. Oh, that was the 1000 days in Pokemon Emerald Randomized. And I was like, yeah, that was the big video that I've been talking about for a long time. The, 6-hour video that I tried before with 100 days. And a lot of people seem to actually enjoy the video, but I think it was the quality of what I had done it at. And I think this one is both 2 steps forward, but 1 step backwards, because I realized something after I had posted the video that I couldn't fix. And it took too long to export it from my computer and then upload it to YouTube to a proper time, so I couldn't redo that. But I do have my solution to fix it, and what I'm talking about that is the way my layout would move in that, and it's based off how I recorded it and how I edited it. I know what happened there and I know how to fix it, so something like that won't happen again. The video obviously hasn't gotten great feedback at the moment. It's got a decent feedback that almost matches up with my usual aspects from videos that I put out, but that's the same thing that kind of happened with the first 100 days in a Pokemon Nuzlocke that I did. Overall though, that skyrocketed later on to be a much better video, but because of the lower quality, it didn't hit as well. So I tried a slightly longer and different aspect to this, which was a lot of fun to do, but it took a while to record, and I did choose one of the longer Pokemon games to do it around, so it did take a focus off it, and I think having it be 6 hours was a little rough. I don't think if I do 1000 days, and again, it would be that long. It's just that Emerald is an extra long game. You have to deal with both Team Magma and Team Aqua. It's the longest out of the 3 third gym games, and I'm looking forward to making future types of content like that on the way, so make sure to look out for those because I'm really excited for what I'm thinking making coming soon. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. And Miniflago, once again, you said you have very different interesting concepts for adding Minecraft and Pokemon without bringing Pixelmon into it. Plus the editing keeps getting better. Keep it up. I appreciate that on the editing. I'm always trying new things. I'm always trying to expand my skills. At the same time, very interesting and different concept for bringing Minecraft into Pokemon. Now what he means by that is that was on my falling blocks in Minecraft decide my Pokemon team battle. That was a bit of a different concept. Now, it was similar to when I did the Minecraft IDs equal Pokemon because of the random number, and there were up to 800 something Pokemon, so that was actually a viable strategy. This was a bit better. I think this was a good twist on that type of concept and made it a much better video. Took a falling blocks data pack, and each value a block based off what it was worth in Minecraft or how rare it was valued to a certain stage of Pokemon, and I listed each block being 3 different separate choices that I could choose from, and each time I got the block I could choose one of those Pokemon. So obviously that was kind of how the video worked, and if you're intrigued by that idea, if you haven't seen it already, make sure you go check that out. Anyways, we got Pokemon Fan. He said, interesting concept, keep up the great work. That was also on my 1000 days in Pokemon Emerald and Nuzlocke, so thank you my good sir. And I really hope I say your name right, my dude. I'm really sorry if I don't, but Kwabena Auso, I really feel bad if I say that wrong. I'm not sure to say that, but you said, I like your effort. That was great. I really appreciated that. I replied with a thanks. I appreciate that. That was really cool to see someone just straight up put, I like your effort, because that was an extremely long video, and it was not easy to edit in all reality, but I'm getting better at it and I'm getting work at it. Miniflago, you also replied to that comment with me as well. You said definitely an interesting idea and a lot of work put into this. I think once it's more reformed, it could be a pretty good concept. And then I think emoji. I appreciate that. I think it's definitely different from what some people are doing, and at the same time, it still works with my style of videos, my style of editing, who I am, and what content I want to make. So I think it's really interesting, and it's something that I came up with exactly, because 100 days have been on YouTube for months now for Minecraft, or not, if not, yeah, around a year and a half now. That concept has been around on YouTube, but it's just a good concept overall, and I thought it'd be interesting to put that into a Pokemon video, because you could watch an entire Nuzlocke in 1 or 2 goes, and then at the same time you could have a regular Nuzlocke series at a different time. Or since I'm not doing a Nuzlocke series right now, I could put that type of video out. So it kind of gives that diversity and lets me put all the type of content that I like putting out on my channel at the same time. So it's really helpful for me, and I'm glad that seeing that you guys are liking it so far. Doctor, you said keep up the great content. That was on level 120 Pokemon and PokeFind. Yeah, that was a interesting episode, and took me longer than I expected to record that one. Next up we have Chris again. He said the Facecam returns. He said, I think you should do Facecam for certain series like Minecraft would be good, but with Pokemon Nuzlocke I don't think it would be good. See, that's an interesting concept, because I watch the Core 4, as I've talked about them a bunch, you know, Ryan, Dylan, Vinny, and Frank. Yeah, of course I would forget Frank, but Asteroid, King, Corefish, Vinny, Original 151, Unite Gamer, I've talked about them all the time. They're all Pokemon tubers, but they all do face cams, and they've obviously been around a lot longer. They're obviously a lot bigger than I am, but I don't think face cams take away from Pokemon Nuzlocke series. I think it's how you have to set it up, and I think it would be learning curve to add a face cam to the dynamic, getting used to using a face cam overall, because it was really weird for me even the first time that I did it, and I think that's all kind of a part of it. But I'm really interested in doing it again, but at the same time I think it would be great for the channel, but I want to bring it in at the right time, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. I wanted to talk about it because I had grown a little bit since the relaunch of the channel, so I thought it was a good time to ask about it again. You said also that I low-key forgot about the whole comments thing. Oh, that was on the same video. Yeah, that's okay, man. I try to remind you guys in every video, but at the same time I try not to overload you guys. I try not to do it too soon, because I want you guys to enjoy the video and the content and not worry about me telling you to like, comment, and subscribe every single second of it. So, and next we have Chris again. You said Ninetales is part ice and part fairy. That was on Elder Magnanu. Why me? Yeah, that was something I had figured out way too late, but I appreciate that, man. And that's actually all the comments that we have for you guys today. So I hope you guys all did enjoy the video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys all did, and I really appreciate it. Anyways, I'll see you all later, Rockstars, and peace.